as they say, get your tea or your water, or your soda, your drink, coffee, and let's chill out and be in the present here together and boost our mood boosting. That seems to be very important and helpful and practical these days to get into a better mood, to feel happier, to be healthier, to be able to stay more on track with our goals, because when we're in a better mood, we have more motivation to stick with our goals. And we're a better influence on ourselves with our thoughts when we're in a better mood, and on other people when we're around other people. So we'll do the positivity card picks, the positive affirmation card picks, 1, 2, and 3. But first, I want to mention a couple things, um, pleasant things, that observations I've been making, and insights I've been having. Hang on 1 second. Is that many people kind of, I feel like it's being confirmed for me that many people are thinking like I am, that hang on 1 second, that we need a little break from the screen, from all the scrolling, the doom scrolling, etc. Hey Nelson, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, so I started saying that I'm starting to feel like this, and I'm noticing it's becoming a trend on social media, that people are getting a little overwhelmed with social media, and the trend, believe it or not, is going back to how life was before social media, in a way to balance out all of the scrolling, which I find, they call it, excuse me, they call it doom scrolling. Usually I think that pertains to when you're looking at negative news, negative stories on social media, and then you go get more information, and then you're hooked, because social media seems to be made to keep you hooked, to make it like an addiction, unfortunately. Um, and especially if you have ADHD tendencies, uh, it's a dopamine hit that people with ADHD, a lot of creatives, that kind of hooks them in, makes them feel better. It's like a hormonal drug that makes them feel better or helps them to focus. And we don't want constant dopamine hits to need them to feel good, because otherwise we'll be home scrolling all day for these little because it feels like we're finding something, and it's like, oh wow, now I feel better, oh I find this now, and then, or eating chocolate all day to feel better. It's not healthy. So to balance that out, a lot of people are talking about the analog life, which was before digital, the things we did before all the digital is, um, was trending. So now what's trending is the analog life, and that's going back to doing things like crossword puzzles, crafts, um, uh, puzzles in books, but crafts, journaling, collage, junk journaling, what they call, etc. So, okay, so, hang on a second. Okay, so, what I've been noticing is that's helpful for me too. It's like a mindfulness thing. A mindfulness thing where you're in the present moment doing something creative, or that engages your mind in ways outside of digital. So, one thing that I started doing, I heard about this junk journaling, which is like a scrapbook, like doing scrapbooks, or a photo collage journal, or an art journal. Basically, you could do a gratitude journal, you could do a regular journal or diary, but you could incorporate other things in there too, like glue photographs, glue printouts of photographs from your phone, glue craft supplies in there, stick on stickers. So, just as a little example, and this is something I'm going to be talking more about in the future, but like it's something like this, like making a collage of random pieces of things that inspire you during the day, or little stickers, and just making a collage for yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. So it shouldn't be like I'm showing you this, but you shouldn't have the pressure of thinking, oh, are people going to think it's artwork? It's just the real junk journaling that they call by that name seems crazy to me, but it's actually therapeutic for a lot of people. They literally get quote unquote junk or wrappers from their candy, from their lunch, from their, because there's designs on there. There's graphic designs on wrappers. And I'm a graphic designer. I went to school for graphic art, graphic design. They called it packaging design. I mean, that was an art major, a art college major called packaging design. So anything that you buy, that any food item or any item you buy comes in a box, a wrapper, and there's a label. And believe me, those artists were given strict rules often to make them as beautifully designed as possible. So it's not really junk, but they're calling it junk journaling. So it could be something like, I just incorporated this piece here, says, and I know it reads backwards here, but enjoy your chocolate ritual. That was a label from a chocolate, what do they call it? Artisanal, like gourmet chocolate bar that I had purchased. But I like that idea of chocolate ritual because, I sort of have that. As anything that makes you smile, uplifting stickers or a sticky rhinestones or whatever from like a dollar store, or any junk quote unquote papers you have in recycling, again, stickers. This was something I printed out that my friend sent me from a GIF on Facebook Messenger. And these things, they're like little, like doing a jigsaw puzzle or crossword puzzle, scrapbooking, putting pictures. It helps you to stay in the present. It's a version of mindfulness. It's a version of meditation. And it seems like a lot of people now, this is getting very popular. It's trending. So doing crafts and making these creative journals is very popular now. People are getting together to do crafts together, to get off the phone and the isolation of the phone and the anxiety that constantly scrolling does. That's what it does for me. That's why it pushed me to do these things. Because then all of a sudden you're not thinking about your issues or your worries, and you're in the moment, and you're just putting little decorations on paper. It's calming. For me anyway. The other thing's interesting is another trend, something that I've been looking up myself just because I love the word whimsy. Whimsy, WHIMSY, which to me is, adding a sense of playfulness, wonder, kind of like, what's that art called that's, it's like magical kind of, quirky, whimsical themes to your day, to your art, to your hobbies. Whimsy, adding some fun and magical kind of stuff to your day. Meaning doing something silly, quirky, funny in your day, decorating things in a funny way. Dressing in a lot of colors, or being very playful. So whimsy is another thing that's trending. I can't even believe they're calling whimsy a trend. There was a designer, an artist called Mary Engelbright, and she does these beautiful, I call them whimsical illustrations. Very positive and very cheerful, and swirly colors and swirly cartoon-like flowers, and maybe like this is a whimsical sticker. These are cats, wearing hats, party hats, or it's out of the ordinary kind of magical kind of things. So I think people are looking for more joy and balance in life, and being able to stay in the moment, to stay calmer and have less anxiety. So if people are calling it, some people, there's a new trend, this is the last thing I'll say, they call it having an analog bag. One lady coined the term, and now everybody's saying that having a tote bag at home, so that when you need stimulation, when you're bored, instead of going to your phone to scroll, hi Mike, you go to your analog bag where you already have some offline pastimes that you would enjoy to give you the mindfulness and the calm. So maybe you have a puzzle books or a jigsaw puzzle in there, some craft materials, a book to actually read, you know, crocheting, some magazines that are interesting to you, stickers to stick on a piece of cardboard, whatever it is, to be present in the moment and have fun. So they call that having an analog bag at home. That's something not digital to keep you entertained. Excuse me. And then you could print off you could print off photos from your you could print off photos from your camera on your phone, and if you want to, you could stick those in a journal, even if you have a gratitude journal or a regular diary or something, and you could put decorations on it or write your thoughts next to it. Oh, this is the photo of the restaurant I went to on my friend's birthday, and we had this or that, or I'm grateful for my friends and the fun times we have, stuff like that. Okay, so that's what I've been playing with, and I think it's a fun thing to do, to feel more calm and to reignite your creativity and your positivity and your passions that you kind of forgot about because we're endlessly scrolling and looking at another ad. I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that. That's what was happening to me, so I'm trying to do things offline. Also, getting together with friends, whether it's for tea and coffee, dinner, or a dance event. I went to another radio bingo event. These are the earrings I wore for the disco theme. Radio bingo event. A lot of the churches have that in the spring. Churches, places of worship, charities. I think some bars even have it. It's a bingo card instead of with numbers. It's song titles, and there's a DJ there, real DJ, and they're playing great music, and you have to check off the song titles that they're playing, see if you have it on your card. Meanwhile, people are jumping up, they're dancing in their seats or dancing out of their seats. It's a wonderful thing. Check it out if you like that idea. Radio bingo. It's often in the spring. A lot of the churches seem to have it. Okay, so here we go. How's everybody doing? If you have any wins or anything, feel free to list it below. Because I would say those are wins for me. Investigating, playing with this journal, and sticking like they say, you could stick like cool wrappers and stuff. This was an Easter bag that a friend gave me, and you kind of layer it in, and I'll be talking more about this another time. But doing journaling, doing the dancing, getting together with friends in person, talking on the phone is helpful too. Just get off the computer sometimes. Okay, I'm going to just shuffle these cards. We'll do 1, 2, 3. This deck I'm using now is Rethink Mindful Life. It's called Rethink Mindful Life with Daily Learning Flashing Cards. Okay, let's see what these have to say. I'll just do random. Let's see, 1 will be this one, 2 will be this one, and 3 will be this one. Okay, let's see what that is, and I'll tell you. See what number sticks out to you. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and here we go. Number 1. If you chose number 1, it says, reclaiming my power. Reclaiming my power. It says, I am reclaiming my power from those who sought to diminish me. With unwavering strength, I embrace my truth, honor my worth, and assert my authentic self. I rise above negativity and shine in my own light. It has somebody doing I'm sort of how I'm standing here, like in a yoga pose, in balance. Reclaiming my power. I mean, really, I guess the message is really, it's all about, your power comes from within you, from that soul strength connection to God within you. You're a good person. You're worthy just by being here. You're a child of God's, in my opinion. That power is that soul connection to God that's within you. But this says, I'm reclaiming my power from those who sought to diminish me. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. It's how you feel about you and your connection to, you know, your own strength of God within you. With unwavering strength, I embrace my truth, honor my worth, and assert my authentic self. So you be you, and I rise above negativity and shine my own light. You shine the light of whatever is within you that you want your life to be about. Your positive passions, your ways of shining positivity or God's love or love to others in your own way, and it doesn't matter what other people say. Okay? Hi, Mike. Glad to have you here. So that was number one. Okay, number two says mindfulness. Mindfulness, like we were talking about. But mindfulness is not just, it could be meditation, prayer, walking in nature, observing the sights, the sounds, the smells, as you walk through nature and really like being fully present. I did that once at Mohonk Mountain House in New Paltz, New York. They called it forest bathing. We took a hike on the mountain, and we were supposed to be very mindful and really focus on the textures of the stone in front of us, the branches on the tree, what the flowers look like with the way the sun was reflecting on the petals. What about the shadows? What does it smell like? What's the temperature feel like on your skin? That's really the mind, being mindful and fully in the present, and that helps us to stay calm and balance out that hyper nervous system that a lot of us have, especially from being on social media all the time. Yes, Nelson, right. Mindfulness is your current topic of interest. Yeah, I think I think that's getting to be again another trending again even more, because I think people are starting to get too overwhelmed from all this constant information online. And I know we're online right now. The thing is, not to be online all day and always staring and scrolling, which I have tendencies to do that, and I'm trying to lessen that, because the mindfulness, supposedly a lot of us, our nervous systems, that's another trend lately. They're talking about people are not manifesting as well or reaching their goals as well, because it's their nervous system that's a missing link in being more abundant, attracting the goodness, the relationships, the careers, etc. Because our bodies, our mind are in a nervous state, and that prevents us from allowing in the positive change we want, because we're not a vibrational match to those things, I believe. So being calmer and being mindful, practicing mindfulness, practicing the power of now, being in the present, that helps us to calm our nervous system, so we can even allow in the positive inspirations, those God inspirations, those ideas, those solution ideas, solutions, when we're calm and mindful. So here we go. Mindfulness. I actively engage in mindfulness, anchoring myself in the present moment's serenity. Right now, here and now. Chances are, if you're here right now, live or in the replay, things are okay enough. Hopefully, if you're just looking at this, there's some amount of you and your day that are okay enough to take this information in. So that's being in the present and acknowledging that, despite the challenges we've had, and I've had some this week, believe me, especially as caregiver. And but in the present, I wholeheartedly embrace life's exquisite beauty, discovering profound joy in its simplest nuances. With a grateful heart, I appreciate the abundance of blessings that enrich my existence. Hi, Laurel. Good to see you. So mindfulness, one more time. That's a way for us to be more in the present and have build a calmer nervous system, and and then you're able to more easily have the positive thoughts, which will more effectively, positive thoughts and feelings which more effectively will allow in God's blessings and manifestations to your life. My opinion and from my own spiritual studies. So last time, mindfulness, I actively engage in mindfulness, anchoring myself in the present moment's serenity right now. If everything's okay, it's good. I wholeheartedly embrace life's exquisite beauty. Like, look around, even when you're walking, even if you're rushing to get to the post office or whatever. Are you passing blossoms, beautiful pink blossoms on the trees? Are you passing some little smiling toddler? Are you passing by a little Yorkie dog that's like joyfully in the present? And the dogs can teach us really how to just enjoy the breeze and the sunshine or whatever. Embrace life's exquisite beauty, discovering profound joy in its simplest nuances. The little things. Look at the beauty in the little things of everyday life that we sometimes ignore. Those are the blessings, a lot of our blessings. With a grateful heart, I appreciate the abundance of blessings that enrich my existence. So that's a very good one. Mindfulness. Last one. 3 is warrior of self-love. Warrior of self-love. And it says, and let's see, this woman is holding a mirror with a heart on it. It says, I choose to love myself unconditionally, no matter what. I honor my needs and boundaries, and I am kind to myself when I fall short. I am a warrior of self-love, and my love for myself is unbreakable. This is something that a lot of us, I think, have to learn, because a lot of us, especially if you're my age or older, we grew up in an era where they didn't talk about self-love. They talked, to me, how I remember it is that was being selfish or conceited, okay? Especially I have a Catholic Christian background, a lot of good things there, but self-love was not talked about. So I've been learning that in my middle age era. But you can't really love another person, they say, if you don't love yourself, or if you don't like yourself. So I choose to love myself unconditionally, no matter what. I honor my needs and boundaries, right? You count too. It's supposed to be give to yourself first, so that you have the energy and the positive attitude, and the spiritual alignment, really, because you're a soul. You're part of God is in you. You should feel worthy and loving of that self. Then you could feel, and that's you with your imperfections. Then you could more fully be caring or loving toward another for what they are with their imperfections. I'm definitely working on this. So it's not easy necessarily, but I honor my needs and boundaries, and I am kind to myself when I fall short. That's the other thing. I think a lot of what we see online with social media, I don't know about you, but for me, like I say they have all these answers. Right now, like, we've been looking for solutions for things. Now there's a ton of solutions. You go on Instagram. If your hair is thinning, do this. If your eyes are like this, if your skin is like this, do this, do that. Eat 2 Brazil nuts a day for a healthy thyroid. Do this kind of exercise for your joints as you get older. If you do all of these things, you'll drive yourself crazy, and your stress and your nervous system will probably be shot anyway. So my point is where they say here about be kind to yourself when you feel you're falling short of what you want to be or what you intended to do, because I think we have highly unrealistic expectations. We want to do all these things. We want to create solutions to all these things that we want to work on ourselves or in our lives, but there's not enough time or energy to do that. And life happens. We're dealing with other people. There's other responsibilities. So be easy on yourself. Not everybody is no one's checking off all of these lists that Instagram or whatever is telling you do this, do this, do this, and then your whole body will be perfect, and you'll be perfect in body, mind, and spirit. We all fall short because we're human. So love yourself anyway, unconditionally, and that's a tall order. Okay, let's see. We've got a few minutes left. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to put them below. Anything, um, anything that helps you stay positive or present or calm. Like I was talking about I just started getting into the like art journaling, scrapbooking, junk journaling they call it. If you put like wrappers from things, just for being in the present and doing repetitive movements, they say is calming for the brain. Okay. If anyone's still here and wants a number, sorry, I'm choking. A number between, say, 1 and 31, just as a general month number span, I'll pick a custom number for you here. And if any of these cards resonate with you, whether you chose the number or not, chances are it's a positive message for you. You might want to consider it. If you don't resonate with any of these, don't take it on. You know better. You know what's better for you. Okay, Nelson, very good. 14. What is that little symbol in front of the 14? Okay, but I'll do 14 for you. 1, 2. This is from the Happier Me deck. Happier Me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nelson, what is that little symbol next to the 14? Do you see it? I'm just curious. Okay, 14. For Nelson and anyone else who resonates. Okay, it says, the power to change my world lies within me. And that's all the chakras it's showing, the energy centers. The power to change my world lies within me. Okay, that's all right, Nelson. Maybe it's just on my end, what I see here. If you concentrate on the negative, you will only see problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. That's what they have in bold. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something that has not yet happened. Very powerful. The power to change my world lies within me, right? It's our thoughts, it's our beliefs, negative or positive beliefs, it's our feelings, and really I would say our actions. Yes. And it says, logical, yes, Nelson. If you concentrate on the negative, you'll only see the negative. You'll only see problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find the solutions, right? Where our attention goes, our energy flows. Or where our focus goes, our energy flows. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something, like don't sabotage yourself in advance. Keep the positive attitude no matter what. Even if, like Jesus said in that Bible quote about whether you are a follower or not. I mean, I am, but I'm very into the spiritual stuff. Even if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, which is a little dot, if you see it in the grocery store, a mustard seed is a little tiny dot. So even if you have a little tiny dot of faith, like if you think, well, I don't believe any of this could work out well. Okay, but can you have like a little speck, a dot of faith? Can you hold that space in your mind? Well, okay, is there a pinpoint percentage that maybe something better is possible? Yeah, I could kind of see where I could have a pinpoint of a dot worth of faith that maybe by some strange miracle this can turn out better than I expect. Okay, so with faith the size of a mustard seed, they say you could ask this mountain to throw itself in the sea and it would obey you. Leave space for the miraculous, and focusing on positive thoughts helps you to keep that train of thought. So don't sabotage yourself for something that hasn't yet happened. Focus on what you do want, not what you don't want, because then there's a greater chance that what you do want or better can happen for you. Yes, our expectations can also influence our immediate world. Exactly, expectations. So allow things to be sometimes, like in that book we read, Untethered Soul. He said, let things, even if it's things that you don't want, challenges, contrasts, problems, whatever you want to call them, just kind of allow it to flow over you like a wave in the ocean. And just like, okay, don't push so hard. It can't be this. I don't want this. It must not happen this way. If it has to, let it flow over you. And then when it passes, without you fighting so hard against it, it seems to be, it kind of will dissipate, wear itself out, and then you'll have you'll be in the right frame of mind or the right energy state to allow the positive things to come in. Okay, so I'm going to leave it with that. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And I do this on Thursdays. Um, and yeah, Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe if you want to be updated on this and other events that I do. Like and subscribe if you choose to. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.